What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of
TOASTY!
I'm your host, Josh Berry.
I'm Chris Pico.
And today we're going to talk about some topics. There's an anniversary!
It's not ours.
Oh. Sorry. Also, we're going to talk about Nintendo again.
But this time it's good.
Yeah, it is good. It's good. That's all you get to know, so let's just go. Come on.
It's called Mystery. What the hell was that?
That's me. I'm reeling in the film.
Fail. So he's playing the Super Smash Bros. 3DS demo. And he's playing as Mega Man. Because I'm a member of Club Nintendo, and I became a Platinum member within a certain period of time, I received a download code for the demo of Super Smash Bros. 3DS. People that became Platinum within that one period of time got it early, and I downloaded it. So because it's a demo, you only have a limited amount of characters you can play as. They're not going to put all 30-some, 40-some characters in there. So you can play as Mario, Link, Pikachu, a villager from Animal Crossing, and Mega Man, which is the character everyone's excited about. Because everybody who's a fan of the Smash Bros. Franchise has been waiting to play as Mega Man since day one. I played through it for about 2 hours, and I gotta admit, for a handheld version of this game, and you can only play on one level, which is kind of shitty, it's extremely fun. It's easy to pick up and play.
They do show you like what the other levels.
Oh yeah, they show it. It's just you can't. You can see what every character is going to be. The one I'm really excited to try is Palutena, or Palutena, or whatever her name is, from Kid Icarus.
Oh yeah.
That's someone I never thought I would ever be in one of these games.
But Pikachu now.
The thing about the Smash Brothers games is like they've always been really easy to pick up and play and take a long time to master. So the fact that it works so well on the handheld is kind of amazing, I have to say. I never thought it would work at all. And 3D is amazing. The controls are extremely responsive and tight. It does, because the screen is so small, even on the 3DS XL, it's so small. Sometimes you lose track of your character amongst all the chaos. There's been a couple times where I'm playing as Mega Man and I'm playing against another Mega Man, and we'll overlap, and I'll think I'm going one way and he's going the other, and I'll completely fall off the stage and die. But for the most part, it's easy to follow the action. It's easy to figure out exactly what all the controls do and what kind of attack you can do, and all of the power-ups you can pick up are pretty awesome too. Some of them are kind of pointless, like the guns and stuff like that don't really do anything, especially if you're playing as Mega Man because you've got the blaster on your arm to begin with. But the one really cool thing is there's like a Smash icon that'll start floating around that'll give you like a super move that you can do. And I did it as Mega Man, which is like a super blast, and I did it as Mario. I can't remember exactly what his did. But because the game is in 3D also, there's a couple of power-ups you can pick up that take advantage of the 3D. There's a ship that you will jump on, and it'll go into a first-person view, and with a targeting reticle, and you can target somebody who's moving around the board, and the moment you hit Enter, or the A button to attack, it'll turn into a 3D mode where you see the ship come in from the background, swoop in, and it'll hit every single person on its path that you hopefully targeted correctly, and go off into the background. It's a really cool effect, I gotta admit. But since this is just a demo, and there's really not a whole lot of variety, other than like you only get like 5 characters and one level to play on, you don't really get an idea of how big the game is going to be. But just with these 5 characters, goddamn, dude, it is all kinds of amazing. I can't wait to have the full version and the Wii U version. Party Central. So what do you think of it so far?
It's awesome. 2-0. Mega Man. When you said, who are you playing again? I said,
that just happened.
It's for every one of us. Stand for every one of us.
So I decided to drink the punch and order Loot Crate. Wasn't really planning on doing it. Just I've been seeing the videos of people opening them online and thought some of the cool stuff you got in there was worth plunking down the money for. So this is the first month Loot Crate I've ordered, and this is the Galactic theme. Shall we pop this open?
Let's do it. Let's check out the Galactics.
So, we got a Tribble.
Trouble with Tribbles.
Yep. Does it purr? Is it born pregnant?
Might be dead.
It's basically a Furby with no eyes.
Oh man, they sent us a dead Tribble.
Oh, well, come on, they taped it up in this container. How do they expect it to breathe?
Put that on our shoulders. We got a dead Tribble list.
In the arms of the angel.
Okay, there's also a vinyl science fiction figure in here, which looks like it could be anything, from RoboCop to a Predator to the Rocketeer to an alien to Robbie the Robot to E.T. to a Firefly character to a Star Trek character. Shall we pop it open?
Let's do it. It's a mystery.
I feel like a kid on Christmas morning. What is it, Mommy? What is it? Please don't let it be Jar Jar.
Oh, that actually kind of be funny. Because that'll make Chris mad.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
He may throw the rest of this Loot Crate to the ground.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's even more of a mystery. It's a double mystery.
Double.
Just when you think you've solved it, and
It's...
sweet.
Hey, for the win! It is Mal from Firefly.
That is awesome.
Awesome sauce. That's pretty amazeballs.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I was hoping I would either get Judge Dredd, the Rocketeer, RoboCop, or Spock. Is that Tron? Oh, and Tron. Oh, they're glow in the dark Tron!
Captain Mao.
This is odd. Pop rocks.
Maybe you're supposed to eat them as you open it.
Like-
And it's supposed to be like, blah, 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 like excitement in your mouth. Also,
Well,
excitement
if I
in
opened
box.
this up and there was a Tron inside, I definitely would have put this in to make it look like I was foaming at the mouth, but
Yeah.
that's kind of... Okay.
Pop rocks, pop
Okay.
rocks. Guess you can't leave home with that.
There is an official Loot Crate button for September 2014 with the Galactic theme on it, which shows a power loader from Aliens, Darth Vader, R2-D2, and the Monolith from 2001.
A lot going on.
Okay, that's busy.
So do I send like those in every box? Then?
Yeah, every box
Gotta
gets one of
collect
those.
Cool.
I also got one of these awesome reaction figures, the Alien figure,
it's pretty
which is
awesome.
pretty rad. This one glows in the dark. Its brains and tongue glow in the dark. Well, you know what? I'm not opening this to play with it, so it's going to stay in here.
It's pretty cool.
It'll have to glow in a vacuum.
And a lot of people don't know, Reaction is a company that's basically taking a lot of old action figures that people of our age grew up with and now doing like this.
Well, I know they're doing like retro versions of action figures, because I know Hasbro, I think, was actually supposed to make Alien action figures until Hasbro saw the movie and were like, no kid's going to want this because no kid's going to ever see that movie, so they pulled them back, they recalled them all, and Reaction got the molds and decided to actually make them for collectors like me,
Yeah.
which is pretty awesome. I know they have like a Back to the Future set, and they have a
Firefly.
horror, yeah, the Firefly, they have like a horror movie set with like a Freddy Krueger and a Jason.
Escape from LA.
Yeah, Escape from LA is pretty awesome. We have a Star Wars retro video game looking magnet. It's like if Star Wars were done in the style of Asteroids in the arcade.
Kind of cool.
That's pretty rad. That's going on my fridge. Here's a bigger picture of the Loot Crate button. It's like their catalog.
Yeah. I think it pretty much breaks down what was
in here.
What was in here and a few other things you can buy from us. Those are really cool.
That was in the Heroes box that came out last month. Death Star Maze. The Mega Crate. And then there's also an ad in here for the Firefly fan film that the Loot Crate people made. Did you see it yet?
Yeah,
It's pretty awesome.
It is good.
I was surprised how well made it was and how much it felt like it was part of the Firefly universe. Oh, I guess everybody got Mal.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Still, we didn't know.
Yeah.
Still an awesome
I guess the only variable would be the flavor of Pop Rocks. We got the blue raspberry. This is pretty awesome. Here is $10,000 in Firefly money. I guess this is like a recreation of the props, the prop money they used in Firefly.
Yeah. Quantum mechanics.
That is pretty awesome. I got
Like the bank robbery, I think.
yeah. I'm not going to open this either. I'm going to keep it together.
He's not gonna tear it open and make it rain. Take it to a strip club.
I guess this is a print of a Halo comic book. Oh yeah, you can redeem this. You get a free digital comic book from this new Halo series that they're making called Escalation. That's pretty cool. And I'm guessing this is the last thing. There's a poster. Yep. It is Han Solo and Carbonite.
Oh, Carbonite death. We've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there. This is my first loot crate that I've seen. I mean, I've seen people unravel them on videos, so like, but this is the actual first.
Yeah, this is the first one I've ever
physical.
Yeah, held in my hand.
And I mean, for $13, $14,
yeah, almost $14.
You get some good stuff. I mean, it's I would assume that some crates are probably better than others, but
well, they hyped this one up so much, which is why I wanted to get it. That I guess I'm a little disappointed because I've seen all these other ones, and usually it was a T-shirt in there. There was always like some sort of an exclusive figure you could only get in the loot crate. Like for the heroes, you got an exclusive Groot vinyl figure from Pop or whatever that you could only get through the loot crate. It was like Groot when his hand was glowing, he let those spores out, so you know it was like a flashlight. I guess this is the loot crate exclusive. This Tribble, but I mean it's a Tribble. Yeah, it's like Tribble. It's like yay, it's a Tribble.
A dead one, though.
Yeah, dead Tribble. Yeah, for my first one, I guess. I mean, there's cool stuff in here. It's just I expected more, I guess, because I've seen some really cool stuff in the other ones that come out previously to this. So I'm slightly disappointed, but I'm not sad that I bought it. But those Pop Rocks aren't going to get eaten anytime soon.
No. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So now you know what the loot crates are.
Yay.
And you go lootcrate.com. You can sign up for 1 month, or you can do a 3 month.
For 6 months,
Or
I
6
think.
months.
Yeah, it's like 1, 3, and 6, I do believe. And I did 1 month because I didn't know if I wanted to keep doing it after, in case this completely sucked ass.
And I mean, if you are a collector of vintage toys and the idea of the nerd world, for $13 you can get some cool stuff. So check out Loot Crate and tell them Toasty sent you.
Maybe we'll get some free shit.
Maybe we'll get a free Loot Crate with a t-shirt in it. This is Toasty.
You're probably curious as to why we have like a Dreamcast shrine behind us.
And you're probably like, that's pretty awesome.
Actually, it's because the Dreamcast just turned 15!
Yay! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary!
Congratulations!
It's a happy time, but it's tinged with sadness.
Yeah.
Because the Dreamcast only lasted like 2 years. It died before it had its day in the sun. It's a poor little bit out for.
Definitely a system that had a lot of great ideas. I
was
love the
ahead of
little
its time.
memory card thing.
It was super ahead of its time. It was the first
graphics.
system to have internet connection so
Right.
you can play online. No other system at the time had that. None of them. None.
And they made it easy. It was pretty easy.
I didn't use it to actually play games online. I used it as like a web browser
Yeah.
that I could use on my TV.
You could get that disc.
Yeah, the web
browser.
browser came with the system. I used it all the time. I had to get like a friggin' Earthlink account, and it was some
Earthlink.
bullshit. But I used it all the time in my room. I'd be like surfing the web, and then my parents would be yelling at me from downstairs, going like, "God damn it, get off the goddamn phone!" I've only bought 2 systems in my entire lifetime on day one. One was the Nintendo 64, which I completely regretted, and the other was this. I was super excited about the Dreamcast, and I was so excited that I pre-ordered like 70% of the games that came out on day one, and I was broke for 2 weeks straight because I pretty much blew an entire paycheck on one shot because I was dumb and stupid and a kid. I've always loved the Dreamcast. It's probably my second favorite system of all time. It had a lot of really good games. It while the PlayStation I think ushered in like 3D gaming, this refined it to the point where it was almost like getting the arcade games at home, especially like Soul Calibur. That was it looked just and played just like the arcade. It was like the first time that ever happened. Yeah. So I always kind of, as much as I love the Dreamcast, I always kind of pissed at it too because it kind of killed arcades. It helped kill the arcades at least, because you can get like House of the Dead 2, and it played and looked exactly like the arcade version, which is kind of awesome. Every game that was an arcade port was like an exact arcade port, like Crazy Taxi, and Mortal Kombat Gold looked exactly like Mortal Kombat 4 did in the arcade. Played better, looked a little bit better too because they changed the graphics slightly, added more characters. So yeah, it was an impressive system back in the day, and it had a lot of really cool stuff going on. Those VMUs were kind of impressive little things, even though the batteries on those things got sucked dry within a week. It's also one of the very few systems that I have ever played where 90% of the games are really good. Yeah. Even the mediocre ones are kind of pretty cool. Mm-hmm. There was rarely a game that I found that was like, this is shit. Yeah. Rarely. Which is why I want to get a complete collection for the Dreamcast, because there's honestly not that many really bad games for it. Everything was playable in one way or another. Even the sports games, and I don't like sports games. Even the sports games are fun, like virtual tennis. God damn! Yeah, that was fun. Day one purchases. This is what broke me for Soul Calibur, Sonic Adventure, Ready to Rumble Boxing. This is one of the ones that was defective. Sonic was defective. Mortal Kombat Gold was defective. Hydra Thunder, super awesome. Blue Stinger, which is like a Resident Evil ripoff with sci-fi shit. And Crazy Taxi, of course. Yeah, those were... I didn't get any new games for a while because I was like, I got these, and I had one more. I bought Power Stone also, I remember that, but that's a really expensive game right now, and it's hard to find for a good price, so I don't own that currently, but I will eventually. But yeah, I had a good amount of games, and I was kind of the envy of a bunch of people that I knew back then, but they'd be like, yeah, Chris got all that Dreamcast bullshit. But, yeah, but I couldn't buy gas or food for 2 weeks, so I had, it was kind of a trade-off. Yeah. Wasn't proud of myself, but... If you guys want to come over and play, just bring a pizza. Bring some pizza. Yeah, bring some food. Bring some pizza and some soda, because I'm hungry. Yeah. What were the games you remember playing the most on it?
The one, I didn't have a whole lot, but Crazy Taxi is one of the very first ones I ever played.
Everybody knows Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, Crazy Taxi is a fun one. The Tom Clancy... Rainbow Six, and then I think there was another one. But the game I played the most, I think, was the UFC game. It was the very first UFC game they ever put out, and I couldn't beat it. I couldn't get to I couldn't beat the championship. And it was set up to where it was a tournament play, the way the UFC used to be set up. But it was easy because it almost set up like Mortal Kombat style, where you fight someone, you move to the next round. Yeah. And the final round, you fought the famous referee McCarthy, who's still refereeing today. He's this massive guy, and the thing in the UFC is all the referees, the commentators, everyone has to study and practice mixed martial arts to be a part of the company. So he was this martial art guy, and he was just massive, but he was the best and well-known referee at the time. He was the final guy that you had to beat, and I could never do it. But it was the first fighting game where you went to the ground and had then the buttons changed to different ground moves. So it wasn't just standing up hand in hand and you got on the ground, you worked arm bars and stuff like that. So it was kind of cool. It was really different. The graphics to it were good. But that was the game that I remember I put in 4 months straight because I was working I just graduated high school. I was working at third shift at a paper mill place. So I would get home at 3 in the morning and I would just rock it out until 6, 7 in the morning. Go to bed and go back to work. Awesome. Yeah, 19 years old, living like a 4-year-old.
Of course, you can do that. Happy birthday, Dreamcast.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And you know what? What's fun?
Sega.
People are still making Dreamcast games.
Yeah.
There's homebrew people, and they're good quality. They look like they were from the era. They're mostly shooters.
Right.
But they're easy because they're easy to make, and they're not overly complicated. You don't really have to do any 3D work.
Right.
But
good for them, man. That's awesome.
Keeping the dream alive. Happy birthday, Dreamcast.
Happy birthday.
You were gone too soon.
All right, it's time for the wrap up. Let's break it next.
From the streets.
Yeah. Nintendo was brought up again. Nintendo's on a hot streak on the Toasty.
Yeah.
It was actually Toasty this time and not Roasty. It was,
yeah.
Last time we talked about it, we wasn't very.
I wasn't very happy.
Positive.
Do not want.
Also,
what I want.
yeah, no, it wasn't good. Thank you for all you guys that watch us and have subscribed and have taken part in our weird and fun world.
I hope you're enjoying the 3DS codes I gave you for Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, we'll get ready and down in the comments, let us know how those are going. What you guys think of the,
what do you think of the
new
demo?
Smash Brothers. Follow us on the tweets, the Facebook pages, and the YouTubes.
Subscribe.
Please
share,
subscribe.
like, thumbs up.
Yeah, we got a lot of great ideas. So thank you for supporting us, pushing us through, giving us somebody to do it for instead of us just being two creepy dudes sitting on couches and talking in front of a camera.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Oh,
I am a sexy bitch.
That is true. That is true. I am speaking for myself and Stella. So yeah, thanks again. Subscribe, follow, like, share.
Thumbs up.
Now that's fucked up.
The GameCube was probably one of the best controllers ever made because that thing was just bam in your hand and it was just like, oh, it's like caressing an angel's buttocks.
Oh.
It's amazing. It's like, oh, it's just the curves are just so smooth and just fits right in the hands. Oh yeah.
So you
Don't judge me.
You've touched an angel's butt?
No comment.